What is going on? We are, and from our last episode, we broke into a save here, and now it's snooping around in the thing. Boom.
Charlotte Clarkson to Mr. Franklin Clark, Peninsula Hotel, Salisbury Road, Chim Sha Tsui, Kowloon, Hong Kong, Comside, 1935, January 1st. I wish you with all my heart a happy year 1935. Writing my greeting cards, I have affectionate thoughts for you. Always smiling as a child, sailing to distant countries and bringing back to us trunks full of wonder. At home, everything annoys me, starting with this young Thora Sir Carmichael is so fond of. I have nobody to share my feelings with, so I write to you. How can I tell you what happens to me? The simplest way the better. I am doomed. I still have 1 year to live, no more. How do I know? I opened the secret drawer of Carmichael and read a letter not addressed to me. In this letter, Dr. Logan tells my husband in the most direct way the truth he conceals from me. Sir, I know, but my husband doesn't know I know. Please don't tell him. And if he shares the truth with you, act as you were surprised. Carl will probably speak in his usual convoluted way, but I wanted to be the first to announce it to you. It does matter to me that you are aware of what happens in Comside. Warm regards, Charlotte.
Wow, that's a really heavy letter. Hey, there's a desk over here. Oh, there's these... That's where I was supposed to figure it out.
July 1920, Alaska Peninsula.
So that's how I'm supposed to figure it out.
February 1922, South Africa.
Well. My bad,
Franklin
then.
appears to be very active.
Look at those tennis balls. Shoes? I fail to see shoes. Appears to be a marksman, too. That's a lot of calibers.
Franklin Clark appears to be a typical British gentleman. A good sportsman, a hunter, a traveler.
Anything else in this area? Well, to the door, I guess. Can't quite leave yet. Okay. You know what? I never actually got a good look in this room.
Order and method above all. Let us finish examining the mansion while no one is around.
Oh, that's outside, isn't it? Man, they didn't close this up, I guess.
I see some papers that were not there the first time I visited.
What?
Valuers report property. Building land located in Comside, Churston client, Sir Carmichael Clark, April 15, 1935, Court and Brunskill office.
What is this?
Court and Brunskill. The name is familiar. Is that not the name of the firm Donald Fraser works for?
Huh? That's weird. What's this here?
Ernest Logan, MD, Brighton Cancer Institute.
Oh, yeah, that's the
Lady
letter I
Clark.
saw before.
I estimate that Lady... These daggers are only ceremonial weapons. I do not think that the crime weapon is here.
It's the firm that... What's here?
The door is locked.
Well, that's what this is for.
This unit contains the medical records for Sir Carmichael Clark's patients. Let us study them closely and see if there are any familiar names. No deaths on the records from A to D. They've been handled recently. No known names. Disappointing. Lots of dust. The records from E to Z have not been touched for years. No known names. Disappointing.
So A to D was touched recently, but all the other ones haven't?
Sir Carmichael's collection could rival that of a major museum.
Doesn't surprise me.
Comside's private the catalogue for Sir.
I already saw this. I already solved this puzzle. Wait. What is this? That's new.
Attention, Franklin. Task list. A. Ordering Lady Clark remedies. Done. B. Tidying up real estate property files. Done. C. Calling the lawyer about inventory. Done. D. Update the tenant farmer list. Done. E. Update land rent accounting. Done. F. Ordering a restock of arsenic. Done. P.S. I have left on the living room table some of my things I don't want to keep. The locket and the dagger. I am sure you know why. Thora.
No, I don't know why. Why? The locket? Is there more to it?
A dark dragon for a bright-haired maid. C.
Huh. There was more to it. What about the knife? It looks messy. Not supposed to be.
I've already seen similar daggers.
Doesn't make a lot of sense. Can I head outside now, perhaps? There's nothing else I can really think that I need to look
Order
at.
and method.
Okay.
There are some very...
Okay, I don't think I ever took a look in this.
Compass, point to the south. Bronze and magnetite, Han Dynasty, circa 210 BC, purchased in Hong Kong 1935.
Interesting. Very interesting. So south is up that way, huh? What about this?
Traditional Chinese map. Facsimile. South is on the top of the map.
Seems important. It's really weird when you think about it. Like, south being on the top of the map. You know, I mean, like, we're so used to just having it be, well, you know, at the bottom. There's nothing else I can think that I need to do. Yeah, just gotta inspect the mansion. What could I be missing? I mean, I don't think there's very much. Oh, I missed this spot. Arsenic trioxide thallium.
Miss Thorogray, Comside, Justin, Devon. Arsenic trioxide thallium.
That sounds very bad. It's a chemical. Wait, that's like a crystal. Arsenic trioxide. The Black Dragon's Curse.
The Black Dragon's Curse. To Franklin, who will never grow up. January 25, 1928. Car Charlotte.
Huh. I think that's everything. Inspect the mansion surroundings. Yes, that is everything. Let's go out the back door for this. Man, I walk like a tank.
Where is Iron coming from?
Carrion? Huh. What is that ridiculous sound of rushing water? Sounds like someone's urinating. Oh, it's a rat.
Ram pellets. Revolting.
Ugh.
Tut-tut. The gardener does not follow the alignment.
Oh, that would make someone with OCD
There,
nuts.
that's better. It is symmetrical.
Snowflake.
There, that's better. It is symmetrical.
Really? That's all you had to do? Well, looks like that, nasty smell is a dead rat. Maybe that's what they need the arsenic for.
Something makes me feel uncomfortable.
Who is that who's peeing over there? What's over here? Huh?
I would like to congratulate Clark's gardener. What symmetry.
Everything must be perfect, I guess. Greenhouse there. I'll look at that later. This little table in the corner that has me interested.
It was probably the gardener who lit this fire.
Fire in a wheelbarrow?
Look here. I wonder if someone wanted to get rid of these papers. This object would probably be useful to me.
The wheelbarrow?
Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Burn documents. Let's see here. Why did Thorov leave personal belongings behind at Comeside? The letter. The gifts. Want to be accused of theft.
Everything that Thorogray has left behind comes from Sir Carmichael's collection. He most probably gave them to her. But he chose to leave them here rather than run the risk of being accused of theft. It is understandable when you know just how much Lady Clark mistrusted her. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Is Thora a poisoner? I don't think so.
Thorogray had no reason to kill someone who only had a few months left to live. The poison she ordered was for rats. The gardener must have made good use of it, considering the stinking remains on the path, not far from the property.
Not far from the property, it's on the doggone porch.
I've finished here. I must put the skeleton key back and inform Hastings that I'm returning to London.
Indeed. Wonder what made him uncomfortable. can't wait to get away from that peeing fountain. Seriously, that sounds like taking a really long, good old urination. Huh, thank goodness, that's over now. Man, that was getting annoying. Wonder if he considers himself an English or a French gentleman. Because, I mean, he is, without a doubt, very French.
I must put the skeleton key back and inform Hastings that I'm returning.
Oh, skeleton key first. Got it.
April 9. Perfect. Nothing else is keeping me here.
Alright. Hastings?
Hello, Hastings. I have finished in Sherstone. I will take the first train. Tell me, do you know how to restore writing on a burnt document?
Yes, you just have to soak a cloth with a hydrochloric acid solution and rub the sheet of paper. Then the characters appear.
How?
Bien. You have been of great assistance, Hastings. Could you please order the solution as soon as possible?
Of course, but what documents do you want to read?
We'll find out when
You
we
will
read
see,
them.
my friend. À ce soir.
Whoa, phone just kind of froze in midair. Don't mind that. Man, this is actually really cool.
Donald Fraser is here. He insisted on waiting to see you.
Very well, Mr. Donald. I mean, Mr. Fraser.
This man is tired.
Yeah, dark circles under eyes. Not shaven at all.
Donald is
clothes.
short of sleep, and it looks as if he didn't even bother to undress before going to bed.
Mr. Parrow, I don't know why I'm here.
You wanted to talk, and you came to find the only man capable of hearing you.
Mr. Parrow, since Betty's death, I've doubts about myself. I don't know what to do. And I keep having a horrible dream 3 nights in a row.
Weird.
Have a drink, and tell me about this dream.
Yeah.
It's always the same. I'm on the beach with Betty. I grab her round the throat, and I squeeze, and squeeze until she's dead. Her head falls back, and I see that it's no longer Betty. It's Megan's face.
Wow.
Have you seen Megan Barnard recently?
Yes, our grief has brought us together. I never really knew her before. She's really quite a remarkable girl. But I would never tell her about my dream.
Probably for the best.
Why not? Is it her you are attacking in your dream?
No, it's Betty. And once Betty is dead, it's Megan's face that appears in its place.
Very interesting. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
No. Well, that's no good. That's no good. Actually, that's probably good. That's not really good. Got it.
Mr. Fraser, I think that the real meaning of this dream is that you are in love with Megan Barnard.
Please go on. Do.
This dream certainly betrays your guilt.
Oh.
But what do you feel guilty about? Having killed your fiancé? Possible. Or forgetting her very quickly for her sister? Certainly. And this forgetting is perceived as a second death.
So you don't really think I was the one who killed Betty?
I do not exclude this theory. I am simply saying that I do not need to know that fact to explain your dream and your guilt.
Thank you for being frank, Mr. Poirot. You've helped me a great deal. I'm going back to Bexhill. I'll not take any more of your time up.
It is late, Mr. Fraser, and you are tired.
I'll sleep on the train. I like trains. It's easy to sleep rocked by the sound of the wheels.
Imagine it would be.
Poor boy, he seems completely lost.
Well, women seem to like him. I think Megan will take care of him.
Indeed.
Oh, I remember. Did you order the product I needed?
Ah, yes.
Yes, we'll be receiving it tomorrow.
Bien, it is late, and I asked Miss Grey to come tomorrow morning. I have a few questions I wish to ask her.
Okay, wow. This went from investigation to a little bit more of a boring sort of pace.
Here in order to answer a very important question. You lied to us, and I demand to know why.
But what are you talking about?
Yet, Lady Clark maintained that she saw you talking to a stranger on the front doorstep.
Really? She must have been mistaken. Oh, I remember now. I'd forgotten all about it, but it wasn't important. It was just a salesman. One of those traders who sell stockings from door to door.
Can
Okay.
you describe him to me?
Medium size, glasses, dark suit, and a felt hat. Not the sort of man you notice. Completely harmless. That's why I forgot all about him.
Nothing else?
He was very hesitant and shy. Usually door-to-door salesmen are very confident. But he wasn't.
Weird.
You did not leave Churston willingly, I believe.
I don't wish to lie. Lady Clark did not appreciate my presence. And Franklin cannot go against the wishes of a sick lady. He is a good man. And he worries a great deal about his sister-in-law.
I noticed that you left some personal belongings behind at Churston. Are you planning on going back to collect them?
No. I prefer not to carry the weight of the past.
Bien. I must ask you one last question. Please reply frankly with either yes or no. If Lady Clark had died, would you have agreed to marry Sir Carmichael if he'd asked you?
How dare you ask such a question? Sir Carmichael treated me just like his daughter. And all that I ever felt him was affection and gratitude, nothing else.
Yes or no,
Thank you,
miss?
mademoiselle. I will not keep you any longer.
I met Thora Grey on the stairs. Her cheeks were ablaze, and she appeared to be deeply hurt. Poirot, have you offended the poor girl again? Do you have good reasons for accusing her?
I accused her of nothing, Hastings. I simply asked her an important question she did not answer. Let us see if we can answer it for her.
Let us try to get our brain cells to work.
Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Perfect imitation. Okay, let's figure this out. No. Maybe. No. No. Likely, but what would it replace? Probably not. Okay, what doesn't have any implications on this scenario? No. That could be a good way against it. Don't think so. Dang it. Oh, got it.
You must know how to read between the lines, Hastings. When Sir Carmichael refers to paternal affection, he's lying to himself. Read this engraving on the brooch. A dark dragon for an angel with glossy hair. These are the words of a lover, not a father. Lady Clark was not wrong.
What if Sir Carmichael had fallen in love with his secretary? That doesn't mean that she forced him to do so.
True, there are extenuating circumstances. She is a penniless orphan. But she's calculating. Just look how she avoided it when asked if she would have married Clark.
I see. You think she seduced Sir Carmichael for her own gain, and that now she is doing the same with his brother. Poirot, your world is a very dark place.
Do not get carried away, mon ami. We have another more important matter to settle.
Yes, what is the matter?
Really?
Yes, would you believe that Miss Grey taught me something new? Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Stocking box. Can't be it.
It's perfectly clear, Hastings, perfectly clear. Indeed, a stocking seller visited Andover, Bexhill and Churston on the day of each murder. We have our suspect. This should be of interest, Jap.
Alright. My chair change color?
Chief Inspector, we are looking for a stocking salesman.
I see you have a suspect.
Yes. Contact all the stocking wholesalers who may employ him.
Your suspect is a salesman?
No, he does not take orders. He sells door to door.
Right. The hunt is on.
Great. So, Doncaster?
Are you leaving, Mr. Cust?
Yes, I'm going to Cheltenham.
You shouldn't travel today. You don't look very well.
I have to. I have engagements. I must respect them.
Huh. Oh, crap. He's going after a D. That's no fair.
Post Hastings?
And why don't you go and get it yourself?
Très bien. What's going on? I've never known Hastings to be so disagreeable.
Perhaps I should observe him. I can't. Okay. Well, let's go get the post then. My goodness, I'm calling it post. Ugh, let's go get the mail. Man, I have to maintain my Canadianism.
Poor Mr. Poirot. I'm quite sorry for you. If at first you don't succeed, try again. We've a long way to go still. Typery? No, that comes later. Letter T. The next little incident will take place in Doncaster on September 11th. So long. ABC. I should compare this letter with the one on my desk which I received earlier to see if it does indeed come from the same person.
Poirot, since my return, I see that you have fewer grey hairs than when I last saw you. How is that possible?
Mon ami, I am sure that you will find the explanation all on your own.
I pull them out. Oh, I can actually...
I lock my revolver in this drawer. I've not used it in a very long time.
Your revolver? You have a revolver.
It
Oh,
is
is
not
this
the
over
right
here?
time.
Okay, yeah, let's just ignore that for now. Alright then. Should be... Skip the dialogue.
Let us examine this more closely. Certain characters in the two letters.
So let's see, we have
Yes,
the I.
this I. Right. Let us compare.
Okay, we got the
Yes,
I here.
the I. I have to find.
Then we got the
Yes.
A.
Right. Let us compare this.
Poirot, this is like the third time I've done this.
That's right. The A. I have to find some.
And W, I saw one in this letter. Yeah, here we go.
The W. Right. Let us
Let's see. There we go.
Of
Like all
course,
in the back.
the double. My theory was right. These two letters.
Yep. Well, we already know that from before.
Hastings. Strikes tomorrow.
Gold paper knife.
Chief Inspector Japp?
He's on another line. Can I take a message?
Yes, please, mademoiselle. It is from Hercule Poirot. Tell him ABC strikes tomorrow in Doncaster. He must call me back.
Oh boy.
Very well, sir.
Bien, now I'm going to see what I can find from these burnt documents. I've received the product I need. Hastings, if you do not mind, I would like you to take a few notes.
Yes, yes.
Yeesh, Hastings. You sound weird.
I've finished with this subject.
Okay, well, let's take a look at the newspapers, I guess.
Royal Mathematical and Statistical Society's Bulletin, September the 9th, 1935. The alphabet murder, a methodical madman. It's highly probable that the alphabet murderer will kill again. Could we possibly estimate the number of victims in his next crime?
1.
Yes, and it is easy. As soon as we know the ratio of towns, cities and villages whose names begin with a D and the ratio of English people whose names are spelled the same. On the one hand, the ratio of towns, cities and villages in England with a name starting with D, and on the other hand, the ratio of English people with a name also starting with D.
It's first and last name, don't
After
forget.
this initial calculation, it is easy to deduce the likelihood of actually being murdered if you belong to the target population. Go to the last page to find our results and details on the calculations.
Yeesh.
Daily Blague, August 31,
What?
1935. Moustache at half-mast. Poirot's repeated failure in ABC case. Sometimes small things troubled great men. Hastings, faithful collaborator of the Belgian detective, knows something about it. 3
Belgian?
mornings in a row, he confided to us, the cook broke the egg yolks when preparing Poirot's breakfast. This apparently casual event has greatly disturbed my friend, to the point it breaks his concentration and slows his judgment. I also noticed his mustache, of which he is so proud, being duller than usual.
Hold on. Hercule Poirot
Poirot,
is...
I assure you I haven't said any such thing to the journalists. They twist everything.
So hold on. Poirot is Belgian? All this time, I swore he was French. My bad. Right, where's the documents? Oh, Hastings, you got him?
So, how are you getting on? I'm ready to take notes.
Right then, Mr. Hastings. I can't read what year it is on that stinking calendar.
Now, down to work.
Right, so we rub it with hydrochloric
All of
acid.
this needs putting in order a little.
Oh, dear. Okay, so we have a corner up there. Oh, I see. Okay, so it's this kind of puzzle. Nope. Hold on, this looks about right.
This does not look too difficult.
I mean, how hard can it be? You just gotta get the writing to match up. I think I'm doing this. Oh, yeah, it's not that hard after all.
This page is finished.
That is a
That's
tiny
done.
little page.
3 more to go.
Right then. So, I gotta piece together these 3 shredded pages. They certainly do look a little worse for wear. Well, looks like this would have to go... This actually be really difficult when, like, if you actually think about, like, reassembling burnt
This page
documents.
is child's play.
Because, I mean, like, the edges
This
curl...
page is finished.
Stop interrupting
And
me.
that's 2 done. It's easier than I thought.
Yeah, I know, but, like, in real life, like, if you're, like, trying to piece together burnt documents, it must actually be really difficult, because, I mean, like, yeah, like, the edges curl, nothing ends up being straight anymore. Like, it has to be really tough.
This piece should be placed here.
Oh, hold on, there's, like, a big ol'... I think, actually, if this goes here, looks about right. There's this weird curve, so it has to be...
I think that this is right.
Yeah, and then you got the dead center one.
This page is finished.
Why would someone
Only
tear the
one more.
pages?
Keep going.
Well, actually, yeah, come to think of it, paper tends to burn on the outside first, and then the inside, so, I guess I can see why. No, that's not right. It's this piece, I think. No? Okay, then it must be this one. No? This one, then. I mean, I used up all the other ones. There. First try. That one has to be here. Oh yeah, that one, this looks like a good... No, that has to be the best spot for
I
it.
think that this is right.
Yeah.
This page is finished.
Alright, good. I got,
All
4
the
pages now.
are reconstructed.
Time to rub some hydrochloric acid on them.
A dry cloth. The cloth is now soaked with solvent.
Scrubbing the papers.
Got it! Make a note, Hastings, make a note. Mrs. Alice Asher, shop owner in Andover. Tracheitis, hemoptysis, prescribed laudanum.
Whoa.
I got it. Look. Poirot, where on earth did you find these files?
Burned in a
On the
wheelbarrow.
fire at the bottom of the garden at Comside.
All right, but where did the person who burned them find them?
Alice Asher, shopkeeper in Andover. Tracheitis, hemoptysis, chronic cough with loss of blood. Prescribed laudanum-based cough medicine.
Ooh. Wait. There's 4 letters.
Betty Barnard, waitress in Bexhill. Chronic bronchitis, causing dysphonia. Advised to stop smoking.
She was a smoker? Now, guys, if you're thinking what I'm thinking, you're probably thinking right.
Bonaparte cast. While wounded, mustard gas and head trauma. Pulmonary emphysema. Hemoptysis. Coughing fits with blood. Suffers from absences and amnesia.
I think that the last victim is going to be here. It's going to be a DD name. 3, 2, 1.
Dick Dudley Dunbar,
Yes!
owner of the Black Swan Hotel in Doncaster. Asthmatic, heart disease, heart condition. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Oh, we know who the 4th victim is?
The burned documents are medical records, and without a doubt they come from Clark's archives. First of all, because all the patients have throat conditions. And secondly, their name starts with either A, B, C, or D, and it is precisely the files that match these letters that have been tampered with.
But why burn these files? How come the names of the 2 victims appear on them? And who are the 2 other patients?
These are very good questions.
Dean Donald whatever has to be the other victim. Now, how do we figure out about Alexander Bonaparte Cust?
Hello, Poirot?
Any news, Chief Inspector?
You wanted a stocking seller? We have one. Reported by his landlady, who thought he was behaving suspiciously. He has the most unbelievable name.
Alexander Bonaparte Cust.
Yes, Alexander Bonaparte Cust? How did you guess? Poirot, you have magical powers.
Nope, just
It's
really
a
smart.
serious lead. I called Doncaster. A person matching Cust's description has been seen at the station. He got off the train from London, but after that, nobody knows where he went.
I know.
Look for him at the Black Swan Hotel.
What? How do you know he's there?
Trust me, Chief Inspector.
You appear to be very sure of yourself. Very well. I'll call the Black Swan straight away. The owner is going to get a shock when he learns that there's a murderer under his roof.
Do your best, Jap.
You can count on me.
Hastings, everything is at stake. With a little luck, our main suspect will soon be under lock and key.
The telephone again?
So has Cust been arrested?
Yes, the Doncaster police are sending him by train.
That is good news. But why so gloomy, Chief Inspector?
Well, when I told the hotel owner that he was sheltering a murderer, he collapsed.
He's dead?
No, fortunately, but it has taken its toll on him. It has to be said that with his name starting with the letter D, he had every reason to fear Cust. I bet he was going to be the next victim.
Yeah.
Chief Inspector, I believe that I share responsibility for this incident.
What do you mean?
I saw Mr. Dunbar's medical records. His heart was weak. I should have warned you.
It's very honest of you to tell me that, Poirot. I appreciate your gesture.
Please keep me informed of his progress.
You can count on me. I'll do what's needed.
I will visit him at his bedside when the killer is caught.
That's typical of you, Poirot. We should focus on the next part of the investigation in order to avoid other incidents. While we're waiting to question Cust, we could search his room in London.
Where does he live?
The Marbury Guest House?
I'll see you there.
Yes, but start without me. First of all, I have to sort out a few details for Cust's transfer.
I understand. À bientôt.
Think we caught the son of a biscuit.
Hastings, we are making good progress. Please go and search the room of our #1 suspect.
With pleasure. I did have a dentist appointment, but I'll cancel.
The dentist. So that is why you are so nervous and bad-tempered.
A visit to the dentist is never an enjoyable prospect.
But an unavoidable one. Go to your appointment, Hastings. I will manage on my own.
Oh, I know, my dentist is fairly nice. My orthodontist, though, well, actually, no, my orthodontist before was pretty nice, too. Man, I actually had a pretty good orthodontist. She was really nice. She was, oh, wow, that is run down as biscuits.
I've been going past this modest guest house for so long. I would never have thought that the ABC case would lead me here.
Those rates?
Marbury. There is a very pretty village by this name, in Cheshire.
Marbury, eh? Most interesting. Well, let's go in. Yeah, I'm gonna have to finish my orthodontist story. Yeah, she was, oh, no, there's gonna be more talking in 5 seconds. Oh, nope, never mind. Sure, she's actually, she was
a very
French.
beautiful piano. Maybe Mrs. Marbury likes to play in her free time. It looks like I've found the real master of this house.
Cats are always the real master. As it said, dogs have owners, cats have servants.
There is no need to worry about the household cat. I'm sure that Mrs. Marbury lets it do what it pleases.
I kind of want a cat, actually. Would be nice.
How do you do? You must be Mr. Hercule Poirot. Chief Inspector Jupp told me that you might be coming.
Madame, you may be of valuable help to me.
It would be my pleasure to help you. Will there be some journalists there as well?
I think you might even be interviewed. You are key witness.
I've suspected him for some time, but he appeared so harmless. Oh yes, sometimes he got angry and waved his arms about. But even then, he wasn't frightening. And he was as gentle as a lamb again immediately afterwards. It was only this morning that I understood. He told me he was going to Cheltenham, but my daughter saw him at Euston Station. It's not the right station. To get to Cheltenham, you have to take the train from Paddington. And what's more, Mr. Cuss left behind an ABC with Doncaster underlined. As you can imagine, when I saw that, I called Scotland Yard.
Well done. You were right. He did go to Doncaster.
So I was right to warn the police.
Tell me, did you have any other reason to suspect Mr. Cust?
Well, he's odd. Sometimes he coughs really loudly and complains that his throat is burning, and sometimes he talks to himself and stares into space. He told me that it was because of a wound he got in the war. His head hasn't been quite right since, he said.
Oh, must have been
then
World War
he
II.
was in Churston when that millionaire got murdered. I found his train ticket when I washed his coat. He didn't want me to wash his shirt. He washed it himself. But I did see big brown stains on it.
Where were the stains on the shirt?
On the collar and on the buttonholes.
Got used to travel for his work. Is that correct?
Oh, it wasn't for pleasure. He was always unwell on trains. But he had to sell his stockings around England. I have to respect my engagements, he used to say.
Do you know where Cust was at the time of the murder in Andover and Bexhill? On June the 21st and July the 25th?
No, I don't know. That was a while ago, you know.
But surely
Very
you
well.
keep a register.
It won't do you much good. Mr. Cuss rents his room for the year. If he goes away for a few days, I have no reason to make a note of it. Ah! I remember one thing. Bexhill's by the sea, right?
Indeed.
Yes.
It is a large seaside resort.
Well, as it happens, at the start of July, Mr. Cust asked me to repair his bathing dress. Suspicious, huh?
Very interesting. Please continue.
I also forgot to say that he started buying newspapers that talked about the case.
When did he start buying the newspapers?
Let's see. I think it was just after the millionaire's murder in Churston. He didn't seem all that interested before that.
That will be all for now. I'm going to take a look at his room.
Take the key on the counter.
Perfect.
I should check the register. Mrs. Marbury may have been hiding something from me.
I don't think my register will help you. Mr. Cuss rents his room all year. If he goes away for a few days, I have no reason to make a note of it.
The truth is becoming apparent, and I have something to say to Mrs. Marbury. This woman appears to be in a good mood.
Welcoming smile. Smooth movements.
Mrs. Marbury is in a good mood. She's working very precisely in producing incredibly thin peel.
I wish I was that good at peeling potatoes. I usually end up taking the potatoes.
Mrs. Marbury, if I am to believe the register, you rented room 306 to a certain Mr. Fishman on the day of the Bexhill murder. Room 306 is Cust's room. Can you explain yourself?
Yes, I remember. Just for one night as a favor. Mr. Cust was away, all my other rooms were taken, and poor Mr. Fishman had nowhere to go.
It doesn't matter, provided that you remembered to change the sheets.
Oh, do you think so?
Right then, let's investigate. What sort of
Laudanum Cameron's chemists.
Wait.
Laudanum, a medicine for coughs. It is what Dr. Clark prescribed for Mrs. Asher.
That's exactly what I
This subject
realized.
would probably be useful to me.
The cough medicine? What good would that do? What's this? A sedative?
Diethyl barbituric acid, Johnson Company.
Wow, that's an
I
impressive
know
name.
this medicine. It is a powerful sedative.
It says so on the
The
bottle.
subject would probably be useful to me.
If something's written in that big of letters, that's probably very potent. Great, now I have medicine. Let's look at the bed.
How hopeful. This place is a real mess.
Doesn't seem like, never mind, it is a bit of a mess. A scruffy coat. Slightly misleading bed.
The least we can say that Mr. Cust is not very concerned about order and balance.
Whew, you should see my room. I am, very much not a fan of order or balance. Let's investigate here. Huh.
John Milligan, Managing Director, Silky Legs, Frederick Street, Leicester. To A.B. Cust, Marbury's Guest House, 1935, May the 21st.
Huh.
Dear Sir, further to our letters dated 5th and 10th of the month, we confirm we are you as door-to-door salesman, according to the conditions stated in our previous letters. We will send you the articles by mail and also a Redfield typewriter you will be using for every business letter. Regarding the schedule of your rounds, please do as following. June 21, Andover. Arrive by train the 20th in the evening and get a room at Station Hotel. Start your turn in the north part of the town. His letter establishes that Cust went to Andover, but the ink has hidden the destinations of his other trips. I know from Mrs. Marbury that he went to Churston. I just have to show that he went to Bexhill, and I will have proved that he was present at all the crime scenes.
Indeed. How do we do that? What is this?
Did Cust drop it when he opened the window? Or was it Mrs. Marbury while she was cleaning?
What is it? Typewriter.
I have to get the ribbon. How am I going to do it? Something is blocking the ribbon. The ribbon is jammed. I have to start by freeing it.
Well, let's see. How do I go up? Oh!
The left-hand heel has been removed. The right-hand heel has been removed.
Now I guess I can take the ribbon now.
And here is the ribbon. Let us see if it was indeed used to write the letters sent by ABC. I only need the ink ribbon for my inquiry. I will let Jack clean the keyboard if he wishes. All the letters announcing the murders were written on Cust's typewriter.
Yeah, there's the weird eye.
Cust is parsimonious. He keeps his pencils and sharpens them until there is nothing left. It is clear that he did not grow up in luxury.
Indeed.
It's an ABC.
Mm-hmm. Is this a knife? Looks pretty dangerous. You know, all knives are.
A long-bladed knife. A murderer's weapon.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
subject would probably be useful to me.
A knife? I don't know. I don't know if a knife is really all that great. What's this?
War of 1914-1918. By the King's order, the name of Corporal A.B. Cust, Devonshire Regiment, was published on the London Gazette on May the 10th, 1918, as mentioned in a dispatch for gallant and distinguished service. An army dispatch, wounded on the Somme front, victim of a gas attack. Corporal Cust greatly deserves his distinction.
Ah, gas attack. Those are never good. What are these?
ABC guys.
Heck?
Enough to sign about a dozen murders.
Yeesh.
It's closed.
Oh, wait. I got something. Wait. Knife. Open up the box.
This knife is very useful. Who knows? Maybe it never cut anything other than string. Stockings.
Huh. Yeah, mail package. Alright then, well. Let's check the wardrobe.
Trousers, white shirts. Everything has been washed very well.
Yeah.
The Bexhill daily paper, dated from the day of the Bexhill murder.
Wait, but...
Most probably the basting dress repaired by Mrs. Marbury's expert hands.
What's this?
All the main articles referring to the ABC case are here, from the Churston murder onwards. Nothing before that date.
I think that's everything I can look at here. Wait, the mirror? Oh, never mind, hold on. Mustache adjustment, very important. There's... oh, wait, hold on.
ABC guys. Enough to sign about a dozen murders.
Don't think there's anything else here for me.
It is not the right time.
What am I missing?
This key bears the number 306.
Very astute of you. That's a lot of Where was Cust at the time of the Bexhill murder? Bexhill local paper? Yeah.
The register shows that Cust did not sleep at the guest house on the day of the murder. Where was he? Bexhill. The Bexhill paper reveals it. Cust bought this newspaper in Bexhill on July the 25th.
Huh, then there should be one for Asher, possibly?
It is not the right time.
How's it not the right time? What's missing?
The least we can say that Mr. Cust is not very concerned about order and balance.
Wait, hold on. There's something over here. I think. I could be wrong. Something else here for me. I need to figure out what I'm missing here. I'm missing something so obvious.
This dark stain. It could be blood, but goodness knows how long it has been there.
Whoa,
Who
I
is
missed
continuing the
that.
inspection of this room? I've seen all there is to see.
Wow, I missed that. Where the heck was that? Oh, just chilling there. Wow, I totally missed that spot.
Goodbye, Mrs. Marbury. Thank you for your help.
Bye.
Ah, Chief Inspector. I was about to leave.
Good evening, Chief Inspector. Welcome. Please excuse me, I must go to the kitchen. I'll leave the key of Mr. Cust on the counter.
I'm sorry I'm late. I've spent ages with the Doncaster police. And you?
Jim smashing
I have
dandy, mate.
established one fact. On 3 occasions, Cust was at the scene on the day of the crimes. I had best talk to Jap.
Yes, let us talk.
I've listened closely to what you have to say, Poirot. For me, there's no doubt Cust is guilty. Do you have any element that might prove the contrary?
That is what we're going to look for. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Is Cust guilty? Was it possible for Cust to have killed the 3 victims? Wait, how is that not right? I have the knife. Got it. He was in all the towns. Any common points between Cust and the killer? The typewriter. The knife. The ABC guides. Is Cust's behavior suspicious? Line about the destination. Had blood on him. Guilty.
The evidence against Cust is overwhelming. His presence at the scenes, the knife, the blood-stained shirt, the ABCs in a box.
C'est vrai. However, the blood Mrs. Marbury saw on Cust's shirt may have been his own. According to his medical records, he suffers from hemoptysis. The murderer cut Sir Carmichael's throat from behind, and the blood spurted outwards. You would expect the murderer's shirt to be stained on the sleeves, not on the buttonholes. Yet we see quite the opposite. You would expect the murderer to keep the newspaper articles about his crimes. But Cust's collection starts in Cheston, as if it discovered the case rather late.
I agree it's troubling, but it doesn't change my mind. There's small details that we should be able to clear up by questioning Cust.
When can you
Indeed.
talk to him?
Doncaster is sending him to us on the first train.
Are they questioning him already?
He says he can't remember a thing.
It's plausible. Doctors say he suffers from absences and amnesia. Mrs. Marbury has confirmed this.
He may have done the murders in an altered state.
A familiar situation.
It's not enough to clear his name. Dr. Thompson insisted that even if you don't know what you're doing, you never commit a murder without wanting to.
Très intéressant. I shall remember that.
Right. I'll go and examine the suspect's room.
Chief Inspector, I took the liberty of removing a few clues to examinatum.
All right, we'll discuss them tomorrow. In the meantime, I'm going to see if you've missed something.
Let us go our separate ways then. So, what are we examining exactly on this stuff? Go to Scotland Yard. Let's go.
To Scotland Yard, please.
That's a really rickety car. Huh. So this is, I've decided it's going to make this a long episode. Time to question him.
This man is not in good shape.
Yeah, look at that hair. Lowered eyes. Shaking hands. Tense posture.
He is worried and very tired. Andover police have been hard on him.
He wasn't in Andover. He was in whatever.
What do you want from me?
Good day, Mr. Cust. I am Hercule Poirot.
Ah, you're the detective.
Yes, I am the person you have been sending the letters to.
I didn't write these letters. I've already said so.
Maybe you forgot that you wrote these letters.
Yes, it's true. Sometimes I forget. Maybe I did type them.
Are you capable of murder, Mr. Cust?
All these questions are giving me a headache.
Let's get him to talk
You
about the army.
suffered during the war.
It's true. I was wounded. I suffered. But the army was the only place I didn't feel inferior. No questions. Just orders to follow.
But ever since you were wounded, you have absences, bouts of amnesia.
And headaches.
Professor Clark treated you.
Yes, a few years ago he really helped me with my burned throat.
Yeah, gas is no laughing matter.
But you killed him, as well as 2 other people.
That's what they all say.
Do you deny being at the scene of the crimes?
So? There was no harm in being there. It was only for my work.
Oh dear, a coughing fit. Well, good news is I have just the thing. This stuff. Here, drink up.
Take this. It will help you.
Bottoms up, sir.
Thank you. Oh, good God, my shirt is covered in blood again.
Oh, yeah.
I now know where the bloodstains Mrs. Marbury saw came from. Are you well enough to speak?
Yes, I feel much better.
We'll get that cleaned up later, mate.
Do you deny being at the scene of the crimes?
So? There was no harm in being there. It was only for my work.
You were seen at all the crime scenes.
Yes, I was. I travel a lot. But not for pleasure. I am terribly unwell in trains. But I had to respect my engagements. My employer gave me very precise written instructions about the towns I had to visit.
Let's see. The company you claim to work for, Silky Legs, has never heard of you. And as for these letters they sent you, they were written on your own typewriter.
The company
Wow.
sent me the typewriter when I started working for them.
Yes, but the letters were received afterwards. So it would appear that you typed them before sending them to yourself.
I don't remember. Good God! I don't know what's happening to me. My head hurts terribly.
Oh, we probably need the sedative now. Oh, yeah, look at him. He's gone.
He is prey to a terrible anxiety. Is it remorse? Or simply the pressure of the questioning and the train journey?
Man, yeah, he's twitchier than me when I play a horror game.
Take this. It will help you.
We got a sedative.
Oh, I think I'll be fine.
Man, wonder medicine right there.
Let us see, Cust. Look at me. You know very well that you committed these murders?
Yes, I know.
But I'm not wrong in saying that you do not know why you committed them.
No, I don't.
Oh, talk to Jap?
And what conclusions have you drawn?
Plenty. It might help us to understand him a little better. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Right. What do we know about Cuss' help? He suffers from absences. Suffers from that. Okay. Are there any clues that do not support Cuss' guilt in the Churston murder? Shoot. There's the buttonholes. There we go. That do not support Cuss' guilt. Can we say without a shadow of a doubt that Cuss is guilty?
I don't see any clearer than before. This is worse.
Yeah.
There is one point to highlight. C'est curieux. Cust admits that he killed, but he does not know why. What did Dr. Thompson say? Even if Cust killed while in an altered state, it still must have been his deepest desire. He must have had a motive.
Let's keep it simple. Never mind his motive. He confessed.
But you see, he can confess to anything and everything. He denied the murders and then confessed to them. He confirmed that he never typed the letters. Then, with great ease, I managed to get him say quite the opposite.
Come on, he behaved like a guilty man. He lied to his landlady.
Because deep down he believes himself guilty. From the papers, he noticed that he had always been at the scene of the crimes. He must think that he killed and then simply forgot what he had done.
How can you be so sure?
Let us look at his psychological profile. You will understand my point of view.
Alright. Time to
Let us
try
now try and
get our brain cells to work. Is Cust clever? Not really. Is he sure of himself? Not really. Is he a seducer? Not really. Does he like trains? Nope, he does not like trains. Is he impulsive? Is he generous? Not really.
You see, Cust's character is quite the opposite of the murderer's.
But if he's a madman, can we really talk about his character?
You know very well that our murderer does not behave like a psychopath. Apart from the signature, there is no ritual or repetition in the choice of victims.
Very well, you're right as always. So we have no confession, no culprit, no suspects, nothing. And all that after 2 months of inquiry? What should I do?
Have faith. Just give me 24 hours.
What am I doing? What am I doing in these 24 hours? I don't know. Doggone, this mystery is taking weird turns. I changed my suit. I
To
like
White
the blue one
Haven,
better.
please.
I like the blue one a lot better. Well. Yes. Well, never did finish my orthodontist story, did I? Had to wait in a game with not so much doggone.
Success for you, Poirot. It's all clear now, except maybe one or two details.
Details. Ah, mon ami. The devil is in the detail, as we say.
Yeah.
Excuse me?
Patience, Hastings. Everything will be clear once our guests arrive. Best be prepared. Slip a revolver into your pocket before they do.
A revolver? But Poirot, what are you afraid of?
Trust me. It is important you carry a weapon for this meeting. I will lend you mine.
What about telling me what you have in mind?
Surtout pas. You wouldn't be able to play your role. Wait one moment, I will bring you my weapon.
Right, yeah, I have it locked in my drawer. What on earth is this going to be?
The white ammunition are blank cartridges. The others are real bullets.
Let's go with the blanks.
The revolver is loaded with real bullets. I still have time to choose blanks.
What? No. Blanks.
The revolver is loaded with blanks. I still have time to choose real bullets.
Let's go blanks.
What about telling me what you have in mind?
Surtout pas. You...
Alright, loaded with
Voila,
blanks.
I entrust you with my weapon. It has hardly been used. It is almost new.
Oh. Yeah, let's just answer the telephone.
Chief Inspector, is that you?
Yes. Sorry, but we haven't found anything.
Have you checked the typewriter?
And the packaging, the letter, and the ribbon reel. We've only found prints left by Cust and his landlady.
Well, never mind. I shall make do.
So, are you still going to hold your meeting?
Of course, Chief Inspector. I can hear my guest coming up the stairs.
What are we about to pull?
Why have you brought us here, Mr. Poirot?
Since Cust's arrest, I thought it was all done and dusted. Miss Gray formally identified him, as well as Miss Barnard.
Yes, and the stockings he saw drove the same brand as the ones found at my aunt's.
This is all true. However, a case is not closed if some questions remain open. And one question is, why did the murderer send me his letters? Why did he challenge me, Hercule Poirot?
Perhaps he wanted to play with you, to taunt you.
Xenophobia? Maybe he didn't like you because you're foreign.
Oh boy.
I may be wrong, but maybe by provoking you, he was looking for glory?
All these theories should be studied. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Why did the murderer make a mistake in the address? It's not very well known. Rival stalled the murder. Well, I'm gonna have to actually break up this episode here. I'm gonna see if I can solve this little bit of a frustrating puzzle later. Let's just put a hard reset on it and break the episode here.